And plant's already going down. This is very aggressive right now from 2G, holding the flank. Oh,
wow, LZ! Dude's on fire! Unreal start for him. He's gonna get a shot at another Shy. The wall's closing in. Shy will clean him up. No more of those funny business. Monkey business, funny antics. I messed it up, didn't I?
You can say funny business. That's allowed.
All right, perfect.
You can also say monkey business. These are all options.
2v4. I don't know how Crew's gonna get back into this. Mizzino's already taken so much damage, as has Shy. The last one remaining. I'm feeling the options dwindle real fast.
Yeah, Shy already super low, very unlikely. See the 0 point, scans him. He's just gonna look for a kill.
It's a pretty atypical setup coming out from KRU, right? I don't think they ever showed a mass flank like this, taking the timings through the wall, because a lot of time it'll be fake aggro. Here, though, Kesnet adjusts, and it's a 1-for-1, but the rotates already came through. KRU have no one on the B site.
I will say taking out the Teo in that scenario is the best case scenario for Kesnet, right? You eliminate some of the late round potential, the rechargeable missiles gone, and the rotate coming in. There's one of those cascades, getting some space over from Snowman, stalling out this play. Perfectly connects into yellow, and the high tide stalls things out completely.
Yeah, brother. Like, how do you get past that? I thought it was just a cascade at first, but then you've blocked it back yellow.
Play, Doug.
Askia waiting on the other side.
Oh my.
Waiting for that wall to go down. The dart is out. They're both still just huddled up back there, trying to do their best to swing out. Silence able to get 2 quick kills. A 2v2. Both of them here. The spike still not planted. 30 seconds left in the round. And a bit of damage dealt on both. Askia looking for a window that he can play around. Molly's going to clear the close angle. PXS has his knife. Not choosing to invest it yet.
They're still playing there, but playing all the way up into heaven, so it's just Kesnet. Here spamming out. That's a big kill. Only 10 seconds left in the round.
I can't believe the cutting of the noise. Draw the rotations over, and Kesnet might be able to save this thing anyway. A second attempt at the plant.
Poison's gone.
LZ not able to get away.
Still, though, 2 kills, even with the spike going down. KRU in a great position to have the harbor wall come back up and go for the retake.
Here's the harbor wall, the aforementioned. The dart through both players lit up. Gobert looking to find safe passage across, cannot, and he will fall. Askia left in a 1v4, and he's not even going to get a shot at it.
Man, watching these teams that are running harbor right now.
Man, it doesn't catch him sleeping. This fight mid is going to be big. Luis dropped. Boy, Shy has been insane this year, hasn't he?
I think he's always been those.
Oh, but nutmegged him. Going in between his legs, but Kesnet does not miss the second time around.
Dry fights everywhere, no Viper.
Still got a shot with it. Again, a second kill found with the op. Yeah, you can't back up. You got to throw that thing forward. PXS having to push the pace a little bit. Now you have the reckoning you're going to have to deal with. Askia left in a 1v3, trying to stay alive. Finds comfort in the cloudburst off the swing. The cove goes up. Both jets now gone.
Kesnet not ready for this aggression.
No, he's not. Reversal wasn't either. Askia at the tip of the spear, finding a little bit of value early on. Yeah, I thought he was going to connect onto 2. A 3v3, you've got the pit you're going to have to play around as well. As Mizzino decides to scale forward, spamming, not connecting. A dangerous game. As Mizzino now falls, the pit still in play. Kesnet and Melser trying to figure out how they solve this. Gobera has his ult too for a post plant. And look at his position already on the minimap. He's playing so far off.
And salvos as well. The cove is gone. This is very unlikely, Doug.
Yeah, this feels very secure. And so you wonder here if you're KRU, do you try? I mean, do you take a shot at it? You've got the op, you're going to try to recover, but Kesnet will fall again, leaving Melser all on his own. What are you up to here? 1. Stone. Another one on the other side.
Forces him into the front of the site.
Oh, the pit has been invested too. I mean, Melser's still alive, so that's still something they can play around, but this will be difficult. Shy again. Robotic with it. Thinking through, investing the lockdown, and does. It's gonna buy a little bit of space. Still plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, we're down to the later ends of the round, but still place for 2G to work through this. Maybe trying to get some mid space. Check out Luis going all the way under tube.
Check out Shy, he's already at B. This guy literally made the trip all the way across the map.
He is the safety valve. He is the insurance. Ooh. And the bullets don't connect, but Kesnet does, arriving at the scene of the crime right on time.
20 seconds.
Spike planted.
Spike planted now. A 2v2.
Kesnet's on an island. He's feeling confident.
That's what you expect out of your duelist, but Silence might be the one to play spoiler.
He's in such a good spot right now.
He's just got to be able to find the value in the timing. Meanwhile, for KRU, this feels a little labored. Oh, dear.
Remaining.
Better late than never. Melser left in a 1v2. He's going to find the first, leaving things down to a 1v1. Viper.
No shot expects this,
On
dog.
Viper,
No
you're
shot.
absolutely right. Luis has played his cards perfectly. A second tap, he can wade it all the way through. Takes a little bit of damage.
The problem is by using the high tide over on A, it's actually on much more of a delay than it has been because 2G accelerated so much more than they have been usually on these B hits. The Outlaw purchase too from Oskia against 5 light armors. Big value.
Heads up play on that buy.
Hey, they're going to continue to tee off. Melser's getting 2 kills with the Sheriff. Still gun advantage the way the attack.
He's using the turret as a shield.
They're converting this. They're converting this. Shy gets 2 to close the round. You've got to convert. Melser perched up on high. PXS flirting with the rope. Melser nowhere to go. Has to double down. Has to take the fight. He gets 2. No way! PXS finally putting a stop to the antics. But the damage
Great
has been
trades.
dealt.
Downed KO could be rezzed, but I don't think he can get to it.
Yeah, too many bodies. KRU have been able to sneak up into the area. Oskia would have to deal with all of them individually.
Down from the calls.
What's the play here? Oh. Luis finding value not just with his ears, but with his gun too.
And he pops his orb and dips out.
Hold on a second. Mazzino has a
Mazzino.
little pocket to play with. Mazzino!
Not,
with 3!
not again.
There's no way.
The controllers getting away with it once more. I mean, seemingly back to back. First it was Melser, then it was Mazzino. And now Luis is left in a 1v3. First one found, second.
Likely rotating back to A. He's going to get a 1.
He's going to walk into his death, isn't he? Luis was even wanting to check it too.
And what it does is it paralyzes Oskia. Oskia's got to stay on B, so no rotates to come into this A site. And right now, Silence kind of stuck up on Raptor, trying to get in front of that fight, in front of that orb that Melser, again, used on this site. It's just impossible to flood against KRU's utility when they commit it all to this exec.
Right after the high tide, a cascade connects heaven. They triple face screens. As the cascade falls, they're going to re-peek heaven.
Now the orb's up again, and they're fighting through it like, come on, Kesnet has 3.
He's had so much value. I mean, this entire round, but honestly, the entire map. Now Oskia's left in a 1v3. It has to give the space up, even with all the help that's here.
Whoa. Okay. That's a normal Kesnet activity on this map.
That feels terrible. This is the bonus.
It's a bonus.
Good
That's their controller. Yeah, it's a good trade to kind of nullify this a little bit, but there are any post-plant situations. Shy's getting the kill onto PXS. And the Reckoning. They're going to get flushed out of this. Do they scale up and try to fight? Oskia swinging out behind it. Melser drops them. Silence and Gobera, the 2 that remain.
Oh, this round is cooked.
Yeah, bro, there's no way.
Also, Shy just rolled in with the mollies, too. He's got another one.
This puts all of the wind out of their sails. Gobert has to scale up, take the fight, and this feels like they're going for the jugular. Kesnet dashing forward.
Oh!
PXS swats him out of the sky, but of course, there's power in numbers, and that's exactly what KRU have.
Man, that's
Caught.
tough. Like, he's trying to figure out how to play this site when there's no angles for him, and then the orb comes down, you're out of position. Just brutal.
Oh, you want to flood? Nope, cascade.
Nope, another wall.
Oh, you want to flood after this? Oh, orb's up.
Fun.
Yeah, have fun playing the game.
Oh, flood again? Oh, we have a Sova dart now. Oh, turn and shoot that, because the orb's about to come down. We're about to shoot you in the face.
Man, I'm punching my monitor. One shot.
Oh my goodness, he's going for his toes.
Oh my god, the floor turned blue.
There's circles on the ground where we're running around. Recon ball. Sorry, it said it on the screen.
Water
Oh,
everywhere.
you're cooked, bro. You said recon. It's done for
It
you.
said it on the screen. I'm just reading.
We're jumping in the water. We're
Hold on.
jumping out
How
of the
does water go like that? There's a gap in the water.
Don't ask
Silence.
questions. Don't ask
Physics
questions.
doesn't make
Is
sense.
approaching backside.
Yep.
The green in his eyes. More green.
Whoa.
He's turning around. He's walking
No
through the
way.
green. It's so green.
Bomb grenade out.
Drone. Did they not
again.
see him?
It didn't see him.
Not again.
No.
Oh gosh, he gets his one, but manages.
A.
But he had his ultimate too. Like a 1-for-1 is not worth there.
No, not when the game is on the line. Having to rely on your teammates to carry you over this. Dashing into the Cloudburst. Oskia not able to connect the shot with the op, trying to hop away and stay alive. The blades have been dulled.
Lockdown.
There's still a shot at this. Silence having to drop the molly. to dissuade some of that early push as they begin to knock on his door and forget about knocking it. They kick the damn thing down.
Ooh.
And they're going to piece together this flank is happening. No one's fighting them screens, no one heaven.
Luis is going to have to
3,
deliver
2,
on
1.
his
Really,
own.
they're going to realize.
Tucked on the swing. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. Melser has been good, but can he deliver again for KRU? Luis on the swing. Luis delivered. Say that. Ender, a Valorant team has
Oh,
never
I love when Jets play like this with the high
made a fake comeback. Mazzino committing to getting the plant down.
Silent, same pop-off spot.
Oh, so close.
I thought that was going to connect.
And Verso's going for a late wrap into mid. Just misses the timing on Gobera.
Gobert's going to have to
Oh,
pop
man,
his ult.
Gobert needs to turn.
Oh, this is wraps.
He's got to do it soon.
Oh,
And
no.
that window's closing real fast. Oh, it's so sad. And Verso, you called it out. Ender,
Be faster.
the dagger. Askia left in a 1v3. The spike has been ticking for a little while. Maybe you get the frags, but time is so short.
Oh, wait a second.
1v1.
Nah, there's just not enough time. And Verso still has a shock. What were you saying about fake comebacks?
I think their firepower, especially from Luis, he's been pretty stellar. Big fight into mid, all ready to kick things off.
Kills traded, and look at how aggressive the defense is. It seems like they might try to scale all the way up through mid, but instead taking the path into tree.
They're
You've
going
got
into the Senti setup, Doug.
yeah, you've got all of this utility to play it behind, and 2G can't find their way out.
I think that's a wise choice.
Agreed.
Speeding up into the A site against double Senti when you see any pressure anywhere is almost a huge mistake every time. Reaggress mid from KRU. Great shot from Kesnet. Fade it out.
I'm concerned about the pace at which KRU are going to want to play this map. I don't know that they're going to give 2G much room to breathe. I mean, we'll see if the rest of the rounds play out that way, but even on the pistol, the statement was made. They're going to play, they're going to run at you.
Yeah, they are, and I like the attempt right there from KRU to push mid. Always aggressing, always staying in packs. Oh! Is it
Towards
TP over
heaven?
it?
No shot.
Oh my God,
He is.
what a play.
And he gets a kill anyway.
Spike down A.
He's still going to have a lot more to deal with, though. The defense is here, and it's starting to get even more bolstered. Shai's going to be late on the rotate, but will arrive. Gobert now falls. Silence and Luis left in a 2v4. And the spikes, I mean, in a really uncomfortable position here.
2G need to find some way to bait out some early fights. Maybe here catching Mazzino. That's big from Luis.
Still more to be done, though. The defense has the advantage.
Spike
And it's going to be
down
on Luis
A.
to try to pull off this 1v3. And he can't.
Mark it.
We'll see how they handle it. It is a B split. A lot of the presence across the middle of the map. Gobert will be the first to find lethality.
No surprises.
Smokes out, walls out. They're digging their heels in. Can they weather this storm? They've got some personnel here, but is it going to be enough to keep everything back? Askia on the swing, they both crumble. The site's all theirs. I don't know how KRU fight back into this.
I don't think they should, Doug. Look at the econ right now. They need these 2 guns for next round. If they were to go for this, they would be broke. Wow, what a response from 2G.
I'm really impressed that 2G win that retake.
Through this with the Hunter's Fury and Spawn.
And through Kesnet. That's also a massive part of the problem. The flash through, you hear the orb picked up, so you know there's at least one more here. Beautifully played by Verso, playing just out of the range of the KO ult. And so now the Hunter's Fury through Kesnet, back sight. Askia dropping, they've hit a wall. They can't get out of main.
I don't even know if you can play this round.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. They're not going to be able to get back to A in time. They've been stalled out beautifully. Talked about it during the break. The defensive side needs to be successful
Look,
given the
double swing about to
comp.
come in from Mazzino. Maybe he's just taking himself. What?
Oh, wow.
Mazzino dropped. Melser still playing on the other side of the smoke, but this feels to me, and I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on this, this feels to me like KRU are forcing some of these fights, man, too early.
I was a bit surprised by that. I thought Melzer was going to try to take that angle with him, but instead it was kind of a 1-by-1-by-1, even with 4 players stacked on this side.
Yeah, the hesitation. Knife's going to tag the Cypher, playing towards B. Bit of a mess here. And they're going to flash out onto the side, and they're not going to find anyone here. They don't really have any ult. I mean, Melser has his ult to reposition, I guess, but this is a difficult. He might die. 5 HP.
Not even close.
Gobert committing to the plant. And now KRU, again, are in a situation where they have to figure out, do they want to invest into this? Do they want to attempt this retake?
very difficult. We just heard the Thorns go down, Paranoia and Hell. We have missiles gonna get recharged very soon. And the suppression, I don't know how KRU come back into the round.
Yeah, I don't know that they find a way in either. As best as they can. Paranoia looks like it might miss the mark, and now they're gonna swing it behind it. Lane no longer KRU's. It's been 2Gs for the taking. Still a little bit of presence across the back of the site. Kesnet not finding the right timing. Adverso's now dead. B is 2Gs.
Their side hits have just been perfect.
Beautiful.
Getting all these kills back site. You remember a few rounds ago, that was repeated, but wait, the spike is up there. We're getting grabbed. There's only 25 seconds left, Doug.
Yeah, but Kesnet has a really nice timing. He's got a really good space to handle around. Ops to put down the op.
The spike is still on Switch.
Switch it over for lighter weaponry. A 2v3 here. There's going to be a clash on the site. Is there any utility to keep them back? You still have some. You're going to have to reckon with Askia Falls. Adverso finding a little bit of moment of respite, a pause in the smoke. Luis, and now waiting for his right time to strike. It's all onto silence now. A 1v2. He's done well to get it this far, but he's going to have to scoop up the spike. So far, so good.
10 seconds.
First box checked, and now they're going to flood out behind it. The Paranoia not going to connect. Time found. The swing is there. He's going to get on to one. Try to land the shot. 6 bullets left. Make that 4. One target to find. Is out towards A. A little bit of an attempt at a delay. But it's really all to their dismay. I mean, they're walled off. They can't find a way in. 2 kills found on the attack, but Melser. I'm surprised he got turned on there. Luis once again in 1vx situation. The need to deliver for his team, but heaven was not cleared. Given away. Kesnet's getting a lot of info, and Askia's feeling the walls closing in. He had no shot.
That's just a great reactive play there from KRU. Responding into mid. Now 2G trying to speed up to A, to B.
Wait, 3 KRU players were hit by that Visal.
Yeah.
This?
Well, I mean, look at the stun. There's still a trip. Like, KRU can stall back sight.
And Mazzino has joined up. He was one of the 2 that did not get hit by the ult. Luis checking into the smoke. It's going to be Luis who, again, has to be invested, but one of them being connected onto. Do you let Askia go? Do you cut your losses?
There's a
crunch across the middle of the map. Mazzino's going to get his. PXS on the swing, though. The middle of the map is not safe for the attack right now, and neither is A. Silence and Luis trying to figure this out on their own, and the controller stands strong.
You've got a game going here, Doug.
We do indeed. Wow, they're scaling despite scanned?
They're so bold in this.
That's so sick. Eating up the Paranoia too. Now waiting on the other side, but Gobert finding that kill almost forces KRU to continue into A now.
And given that it was a double face, you don't know if they're committing to the lurk or not, so they have to accelerate towards the site, as you mentioned. Luis, perfect timing on the swings. Askia was there to punch back, but Mazzino's now left in a 1v3. 38 HP. I don't know how he converts this. Gotta commit to getting the spike down, gonna get flushed out by the salvos. Gobert.
On lane, I think he's gonna swing with this flash. 3-2.
He's gonna have to try it. Verso fall. Silence has done a really good job at getting him this far. 2 kills found. Time bought. And now reinforcements have arrived. Kesnet with 10 HP, trying to play around lane. The shoulder just barely betraying some of the threat, but Shy is gonna play spoiler, isn't he? Finds a kill, but the turn, it's a little bit too labored. It's a little bit too cumbersome.
Damn.
Oh, PXS is in trouble. Really cool idea, the net, but the counter flash, and Luis's timing, once again, perfect.
And the flash had to be there because the net hitting him. There's no way 2G are running out of that situation. Now they can hold their ground, keep winning these fights in main. It forces the lurk up mid, which isn't going to work either. 2G are just running away with it.
Askia connecting with the op. Middle of the map controlled. And KRU, I mean, what do you do for the rest of this round here? You save? Can you save through a whole minute of the round? Dodges the first flash, the second one.
They're pushing through.
They've got to find this kill, though. They understand that's where the pressure has to be alleviated, and they find success.
Sniping the up out of heaven with the deadlock ulti, too.
And so now they can approach this retake attempt from both sides. The neural theft gonna connect. Oh, it's perfect!
Way. He TPs across. They never expected that.
No, Luis getting 2. Mazzino's gonna fall, make that 4. The ace on the cards, Kesnet. The last one waiting for it. You can tell they want to try to bait it out. Paranoia out to try to push him off of that space. Paranoia traded back in kind, and now they're gonna flood behind it. Luis gets another. The rampage continues for the controller. Off on the other side of that pop flash. It's surgical. They can do no wrong. Now they can accelerate off of this into A. Mazzino's going to try to do his best to dig his heels in, but just mowed over.
Yeah, they're grinding out these trades 2v3. It is winnable for Crew here, Doug.
Winnable, possible, unlikely, and that might have been the final kill to seal the deal. 13-6, the way of 2G.
It's going to be tough, especially with Crew falling back. 3 players now ready to fight into street.
They're going to continue to try to push them.
Wow,
Hunt them
he's
down.
the beast of pistols.
But he still has a little bit of work to do. He has been their saving grace in these pivotal rounds. But now they're slowing down after all of the aggression from Crew towards long.
They're pitching street, Doug.
Towards street.
Look at Chai.
Adverso's in a really tough spot. He's going to have to push into the dog. And PXS wins that duel out. But again, it's Shy. You were mentioning the pinch coming around with Kesnet up in heaven. Shy creeping his way out, spotting one. The chamber already doing work. And Oski is left alone. 15 HP. A stiff breeze will knock him over. Slivers between a rock and a hard place and is still in a position to fight back.
Good shock from Adverso on the planter.
Yeah, that's certainly going to help the situation. And Shy's op rings again. And if it's not that, it's Outlaw. They've got a really good shot at converting his bonus. They're going to have to get through silence. One big box left to be checked because Gobert, remember, he took so much damage at the beginning of the round, just 25 HP. Can they convert this bonus? I believe they can.
Oh, he'll actually probably use this Hunter's Fury for backhaul clearance.
Maybe a little bit of a retake attempt. Mazzino has fallen. The wall goes down. The ult goes out. And Adverso trying to get a tag on a PXS will succeed. No info on the second player, but damage dealt.
15 seconds, Doug.
They've got to scoop that spike up. They're going to have to frag their way through to create a little bit of a safety net, just enough to get to the hard part of the round. A 2v2 now. If you're Crew, you're going to try to flood this out, make it as uncomfortable as possible. 1v1. Spike now grabbed. Oh, the pull! Connect! Still getting the spike down. A 1v1. Louise has been a hero for 2G. Melzer on the other side. Wow. All here. Adverso may have just, Askia may have just TP'd into his death.
By the way, Kesnet's back in main now.
Askia had nowhere to go. He thought he was the one being aggressive, but the reinforcements from the defense were perfectly timed.
It's suffocating.
Just when it seemed like they had a window, now Gobert is going to have to deal with Kesnet himself. On the main flank. The gravity well is going to keep the defuse at bay for a little bit longer, but across. And it's sectioned off one person, and that's a person with the spike. If this fight goes, if this fight goes poorly, it's again going to be heart rate for 2G.
What?
The spike's left on the other side of the wall. Now they're not in a position where they can easily scoop it up.
He was fatal, right?
Yes, Crew can't do anything wrong.
No, that's tragic.
All of the stars aligning.
Dude, there's no way. Even when he's going in the last second of the smoke to grab the spike, he's getting spammed, he's getting shock darted. Spike is still down.
This is, I mean, honestly, this is what I expected on Icebox. This is what I expected on Ascent. This is the Crew that looks like the best team in their group. This is the Crew that looks like they're going to be contending for a spot in Toronto.
Couldn't have said it better. Yeah, I think this team is absolutely at the top of our region. I mean, they're right there with G2 right now, in my opinion.
Utility dumped into dugout. Hot's not connecting on anyone either. And they're going to try to fight into main on the other side of this. Mazzino's there to greet him. 2 kills found.
Oh, no.
And now they're the ones who can't fight back.
And that's a Vice-Ult that's going to hit some people.
Oh.
Just the perfect response into the mid-fight from 2G. Crew take main. It's too easy.
Yeah, well played by Mazzino, getting that crossfire. He's smiling, he's laughing.
Well out of range of his TP, but the fight against Gobert is going to be a massive one. Meanwhile, Askia continues to struggle.
He's out of the stun?
2.
Come on!
All the pressure alleviated. Kesnet getting another one backside, ultimately traded out, but just when you think there's a little room to breathe.
It feels like Crew has like 8 players.
It does feel that way.
They do.
It feels like they have 8 players, and it feels like they're playing on one side. Like the map feels so small right now if you're 2G.
The TPs are crazy. The rotates are always anticipating the moves 2G are making. You know, we were saying that 2G hadn't played a map 3 all year, and I still don't think they have.
Find you.
Okay. Okay. Jesus.
Does it count? I don't know.
I mean,
10 seconds
he
left.
makes a compelling argument. I don't know that I can really argue with that. There are thorns. There are a lot of members of 2G here. That's the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
You can tell what the idea.
Okay.
Wait. Don't do it to him, Shy.
Be nice now.
Please, Shy.
Why are we orb farming? You're up 12-0. There's not going to be another.
Shy is such a smart player. This guy has no fun on Chamber. Why?
Do the little things right. They're going to double down on this A, aren't they? They still have the thorns. They're going to have to try to dance around the flashes there.
Wait, Shy has 2 kills. Shy has 3 kills.
It's down to a 2v2. Shy with 3 kills on the round. The tap is just a fake. The 2 members that remain are still rotating over. And are they going to leave?
Oh, this is silly.
Bro's just carrying around a trip.
30 seconds
Wait,
left.
the
2G are
here-
reading it.
Yeah,
Wait.
2G are ahead of this. And so they're trying to quietly rotate out back towards B, but the writing's on the walls.
What does it say, Doug?
It says that it's going to be a site hit B. Smokes through. Are they going to try to flood out on the other side of this? Shy
10
overcooks
seconds
that a little
left.
bit. Monster's left in 1v2. And full investment towards A. No real option to do otherwise. The flash out, Melser trying to commit to getting the spike down will succeed.
Planted.
As the stuns now erupt,
Oh.
this might just be it. The icing on the cake, Luis and Askia. Left to try to continue the impossible, try to prolong this map. But they might just be one miracle too short. Luis pushing forward, getting the best of
What?
reverse.
What's going on?
That's perfectly indicative of how this has gone. It falls down to a 1v1. Melser with 20 HP. Askia has struggled. 4 and 12, a tap of the spike. The gravity will through, but the spam connects. He's gonna get the defuse, and
You want to fight it?
they're gonna drop the Cosmic Divide. The stars go through, the dart back sight, and then the thorns on the other side. They have made it to where Silence cannot leave.
Ooh, but the Nightfall, the Flood Smoke, 20 seconds
Great
left.
flash.
Silence might have been the trap himself. He and Askia left in a 2v3. Off of the flash, very well done. Beautifully timed. He's gonna have to get
10
another
seconds left.
the entire round.
Early ulti out from Art.
Flooding back out.
Wow.
The
Big
only
from
guy
Shy.
sticking on site, but these ults, they're forcing them off the spike.
Look at Askia.
2G already on the defuse.
The Hunter Shuri invested. Adverso looking to land the shots, splitting the uprights, not connecting. Gobert might go down. No, it is a second whiff.
Ooh.
Gobert's going to get the defuse.
blocking
He's
the grab.
body blocking, but it stops. Still at half. A 3v3 left for it. Adverso and Melser trying to pull this apart on their own. And they do.
Attackers win.
That's how that ends.